the rabbit hole. It just means you got really deep into researching or thinking about it. It's really common to use this phrase on the internet, especially just because there's so many videos, short form videos that we can watch, and we tend to get really absorbed in a certain topic. Let's talk about some phrases that are motivational. Take it up a notch.
I'm going to take it up a notch.
I really like this phrase when we're talking about increasing the difficulty or the intensity of something. So maybe I'm running and I'm trying to, improve my time. I might say, I'm going to take it up a notch and I'm going to start running faster. So you're just increasing the intensity or increasing the effort. A lot of times in sports, coaches will use this phrase to encourage their players to try harder, to play harder, or you can just even use this in professional context. Like, we did a great job, but let's try to take it up a notch. You're trying to motivate people and say, like, work harder or perform better with this phrase. And finally, the last phrase of today's lesson is to get your act together.
You got to get your act together.
You might have never heard an English speaker say this, so pay attention really closely. It means you're telling someone that they need to start behaving responsibly. I really need to get my act together. This just means I need to stop making so many mistakes and start being more prepared. A lot of times we tell young adults, after college, you can't keep partying and going out. You really need to get your act together. This just means they need to start acting more responsible and start thinking about their long-term goals. So be careful with this phrase. It's slightly critical of someone's actions, but sometimes we say it about ourselves. I say it about myself all the time, especially if I'm not prepared. I say, I just need to get my act together today. This just means I need to prepare. I need to sit down and kind of plan out what's going on because I'm either missing things or just not getting much done.
Let's talk about some phrases that are going to help you clarify your thoughts. Maybe you're speaking with someone in a conversation. This might be a more formal conversation at work, and you're trying to give someone some feedback, or you're trying to give your ideas about why something at work isn't going well. You don't want the person to be offended. So you're going to use some of these phrases to kind of soften your speech, have it come off as less harsh, because we know in English, American English speakers especially don't speak very harshly or very bluntly. Of course, we're not dishonest, but we don't like being so blunt. This is bad. It's not the best. So let's give you some ideas of the invisible phrases you'll start to pick up once I tell you them. The first one, so many English speakers say this way too much. We say, I mean. What does this mean? So we're using this to kind of soften our ideas. Let's say someone doesn't understand exactly what we're saying, and we say, well, I'm not saying it's bad, or it's not a bad idea, but so it's